Welcome to Whachacha's Tabletop World, the channel devoted to the love of board gaming. My name is Sweetness Whachacha, and today is a playthrough of Flashback Lucy. Alright, first off, spoilers. Spoiler alert, big time. Now, this is a story-based game. It's a mystery. This is a cooperative sort of mystery that you're doing. You're going through these cards. We're going to play the first chapter or the first vision. There are 4 parts in it, so you could watch this if you want to get an idea whether this is for you or not. Or, you know, maybe if you get really excited about it, you can turn it off and then go play the game on your own or whatever you want to do. But just be warned that it's a mystery, and if you know the mystery, it will be no mystery for you. So yeah, we are playing, we're going to do the first vision here, and we'll see how I feel, and maybe I might do some more. This one takes place, it looks like each of the visions look to be taking place in different years. This one is 2015. I'll read through this, there's a little bit of a comic book here that we're going to be playing, reading through as we go, and there's not much to the rules. I mean, this isn't a tutorial, but it doesn't really need to be a tutorial. Essentially, if you see a symbol, you can look at that card, and that's it. So we're kind of, a teenager with special powers. So I'll read this here for you as we get started here. You play Lucy Estrange, a teenager with a very special power. When she touches an object belonging to someone who has disappeared, she is drawn into their last vision. Will this help her learn more about the abominable mansion behind whose peeling walls lurks a mysterious shadow? I guess I should have read that a little better. Will this help her learn more about the abominable mansion behind whose peeling walls lurks a mysterious shadow? I don't know if that was any better, but it seemed to be a better effort, if nothing else. Okay, so we're going to jump right in here, look down on the table here, and we're going to go to, so there are 4 phases here. I know I said this wasn't a tutorial. Introduction, vision, questions, and conclusion. So we're going to get to do like the story part of it, and that we go at our own pace. There's no real nothing really to it, but then at the end, of course, we're going to get some questions, and then after the questions, we are going to get a conclusion phase, which will reveal some additional cards, which will clarify some of the story. So let's go into the introduction here. I'm Lucy Estrange, 15. I love pasta. I do like pasta as well. 70s music, and my cat. Right here, we're pals already, Lucy. My cat Greba, who's also my only friend. This is partly because we move around a lot, and partly because I have a power I can't really talk about. If I find an object that was in the hands of someone who's disappeared, I relive their last vision. Yes, Lucy, we know, we've read the instructions already. When I try to discuss this with my father, he gets uncomfortable and grumbles. It was if your mother were here, but my mother died when I was little, so it's hard to talk about with her. Okay, so we're going to take these 2 particular cards, which, do we just look through this whole stack? Oh my god, that's crazy. Yeah, I mean, I guess. Boy, I wouldn't mind these being in a better order. Okay, there one. That seems pretty crazy. Like, are these in some code? Am I looking through this every time? There we go. Okay. Not a fan of that. Okay. Take them, place them in the photo gallery on page 8. Okay. Let's take a look at these. So we've got 2 cards here. We've got Leonard Estrange. Doting dad. Awkward but well-intentioned. He is too protective. Even if he doesn't understand much about my life and even less about my power. Well, right away, this is going to be a real discussion. I don't know how this is going to go because not very thinky, but I think I'm going to try to discuss things as we go and stuff and talk about it out loud. So who knows how it will go. But right off the bat, we should be observing these facts, right? You and I. And we're looking here, it's hard to talk about. So my guess a little bit is that probably her mother had this power too. Father, maybe she died because of it. Father's very protective. Naturally, a parent would be protective. That's pretty common. Extra protective if you've lost your spouse. Maybe you have a little clingy nature, but also if you've lost your spouse to what you see that your daughter has, you'd be extra concerned about it. And that's what my guess here. Even if he doesn't understand much about my life and even less about my power. So he's aware of the power. Let's remember that's important, probably. Esmeralda Cliff. This is the mother, Mom, who looks actually very similar. Let's observe right away. She's got the white streak, got a little bit of a rogue going on, or, often when someone sees something traumatic, in film. I don't think I've ever heard of this in real life or not, but somebody would get the white streak in the hair. Kind of thinking about, maybe the first time I saw that was Poltergeist when I was a kid, that we used to be on HBO all the time. So that's something. She might have seen something, so that's something to remember. The mother's got the same thing, and also there's two discolored eyes. Mother's got just a black pupil, like a regular comic book pupil, and a blue pupil here. And it looks like she has the same exact eyes. So that makes sense. Esmeralda Cliff. So that's her maiden name. That might become important. Mom. Everyone tells me how much I look like her. Well, we just discovered that for ourselves. I don't know anyone from her side of the family, and I don't really know much about her. I feel like she's the only person who could have understood me. Okay, well, we're probably going to get to see her last vision and stuff. A few weeks ago, I received this intriguing letter along with this photo and pendant. Excuse me. Okay, so we've got a neat little pendant. Right off the bat, we can see that has a symbol on it, and you better believe we are going to go find that symbol, even if it takes us 25 minutes. It's a pretty complicated symbol here. And my guess on the other side of this, really? You couldn't have put the newer ones to the top? Interesting. Doesn't that look like a symbol we should get in this? I'm going to look through again. I keep getting paranoid, I keep refreshing my look of the thing. Now what's interesting, I wonder, boy, that does seem a little weird that it's like a very similar symbol. I'm just gonna look, I don't want to belabor this because I didn't see it here, but what I'm curious is is this symbol like a combined couple of symbols or something? So we're just going to look for one that has 3 lines at the bottom or something similar to that. Like that one does a little bit, but not really. That's got 3 lines, but no. Boy, I'm not in love with going through all of these. I may have mentioned that already. Boy, it's not so much like, okay, so see, look at this. That sure looks like a similar symbol to me. And we've got that. I mean, does that mean we're allowed to look at? No. I get a little spoiled with certain games when I feel like something is, but I guess this does have some gameplay. Here you go. I mean, boy, that sure looks like the start of that thing. It's got a little hook on it, so no. That could be it, but it's not angled. I guess if you were playing this multiplayer, you could, Okay, so I think this is a no-go. But it's a good kind of primer to what we're going to be looking for. Okay, so no-go there. I am going to, however, oops. I'm going to leave these 2 aside just in case. I'm going to put them over there. Okay, we haven't even got through the letter yet. Okay, your mother probably never told you about me, which I expect is for the best. With this letter, you will find the papers making you the sole proprietor of our ancestral family home, Cliff Mansion. Okay, so that's the family name of the mother. No one has lived there for years, and I can no longer take care of it. The recent events are proof of my failure. I no longer have the strength to protect the world from this mansion. Okay, so that looks like it's going to fall to us. I also pass on to you this pendant. Its symbol is the only thing that can hold back the terrible shadow that haunts this place. You are the last of our family's lineage. It is time to take your rightful place. I hope you can find a way to forgive me. Alice Cliff. Okay, so we have superpower, some kind of mystical power. And it looks like we also have responsibility. We're a little Spider-Man action. With great power comes great responsibility. We are apparently trying to hold back the evil of this mansion. It's a pretty common idea of like a family passing down this responsibility through the generations to, you know, guard against something. Or The Sentinel comes to mind. I love The Sentinel. That's a great movie. Not for everyone. The 70s horror film. Very certainly not just that. Okay, let's put these guys up to here. I don't know, we'll develop a system here at some point. A mansion all to ourselves on the coast with nothing to pay. Happiness for my father, pure and simple. So that's that. We're moving, and so begins my story. Well, should we see? She's got a moving box here. Okay, chapter 1. Oh, so I was supposed to add these to here. This is actually a very cool system. We'll see how well it works. We kind of add these to this page. And then we have this going forward in the book. If I can get this in here. Okay. It's kind of cool though, right? Like you kind of have the pictures now. It's your little scrapbook. Okay, the day the big move is final here, while Dad lugs the last of the furniture inside, I'll take a look around the house with Greba. Greba's our cat. Anything with a Greba paw on it, like so if this were revealed, we could look at that, but not until the conclusion. Greba will hold these for us, and essentially we're going to go into the past, into a vision. This is what we're going to be seeing in the vision deck, and then the cat kind of holds these clues, and we'll be able to see what happens in the conclusion, which is after the question, so that's kind of important. Go take a look inside. It's your house after all. There's even a greenhouse. Can you believe this? And a library. Perfect for a bookworm like you. Okay, so they're lugging in the furniture. There's a couple of movers in him. Obviously, that's another symbol. Boy, back at this. Don't go too long without sifting through this endless oddball series of cards. So it looks like a half of a symbol is what it looks like actually. Oh, it is definitely half of a symbol. So we need the other half. Maybe that. Another half of a symbol. I wonder if I shouldn't put these off to the side and I can just look at them. Haha, you see we're getting a system. But this could be a terrible system in a moment if we have too much stuff here. Yeah, I can do that. Okay, so yeah, there's too many cards to do that. But maybe not. Aha. Nope. I have half of that. Okay. And looks like maybe half of that. Ah, here. Boom, boom. That's one. And this is probably two that we can't quite see now. But I think I'll leave them. You won't be able to see these up here, but maybe it will help me a little bit and in that way help you. Okay, so it's not this symbol because we have this. It's a little strange as well. Ah, so maybe one of these as well. So this could be any one of, so this is a half, right? Oh, I see how they do it because like if a symbol, like this showing this is the right half and the left half, so you can't just make a mistake. Okay, so it's one of these is going to be our next symbol. I'll leave that up here off the side. You won't be able to see that, but I'll leave them so I can reference them a little quicker. Okay, so your room is upstairs. So she's walking upstairs. Greba is with her. Goes to the door handle, silver door handle. I don't know how, this is a blue mark on the wall. Interesting. Bam! This is her dropping the box. There's the cat. Cat's walking around some plants. Looks like the cat is going outside. And this is something outside. So we're going to go ahead and now we've got to this point, we can look at this. So let's look at this and then we'll take the mini card for that. Although, where is the mini card? Here it is. So we've got this mini card. Okay, so let's take a look at this. A strange feeling comes over you at the sight of this mug. Okay, so there's a mug apparently down here in the plant area. Interesting. Okay. A strange feeling comes over you at the sight of this mug. Holding it in your hands, you realize something terrible happened to its owner. Take card 1 from the 1971 vision. Let's just make sure that's... That's a little strange. Am I supposed to... Let me think about this for just a second. Okay, and then the mini card. Oh, I see. Oh, I'm holding this hat. So this goes... We do the same kind of thing here. Well, that's chapter 2. Where does this go exactly? Oh, I see. Oh, okay, cool. Got it. So how do we... Oh, maybe not. This floor, so we have to put this on here somewhere, right? Like this is the way it goes, but... oh, these are the cuts for the next page. Okay, so we don't worry about that. Okay, so this actually is... We pick up this hat off the ground. And now we see we're going to have a vision based on this hat. But now we can see that we've completed this ruin, and it is actually this one here. Perfect. So we're going to pick up the hat, and we're going to have this little vision. The moment you hold the cap in your hands, you are thrown into one of your harrowing visions. Take card 1 from the 2015 vision. Okay, so now we're going to get that. Okay. All right, so... We can see that this is in this room. We can notice the wallpaper is the same. There's the hat. There's the bed. Looks like some kind of spray paint. Yes, probably spray paint is from the blue circle on the wall. Now we can see, excuse me, we've got 13 and 9 and question 1. So question 1. We've got 13 and 9. So... yes, this is for this. Okay, 13. Okay, that's 9. So interestingly, there's a couple of... Oh, I see. Says I should. That's naughty. I shouldn't have seen that. Okay, so 13, 9, right here, and question 1. So and we see this symbol on the floor. You see the or on the paper that's on the bed. Trying to kind of make it see. Okay, you can still see that. I'm like doing a little lean over. I just kind of want to look around. So you can see she's boarding this window up is what's happening. There's a giant like wardrobe in the corner. I don't know if that's still in the room. Hard to tell. Okay, so we've got this symbol as well. I'm glad I laid them out. Actually, that's going to be much easier. In fact, it's the same as... It's this symbol. It's the it's that. So we don't have that as a symbol to take. We've already discovered that. Okay, so this could be important. This little teddy bear boarding up a window is obviously important. This person that is doing the boarding does not look like Esmeralda or anyone that we've seen so far. So let's remember that. However, is 19 or well, we don't know whose hat this is. Okay, let's take a look at the rest of this information. So we're going to take this mini card 1 here. What happened to the owner of the cap? Okay, so it's pretty clearly this person, probably the kid that belongs to this room, I'd imagine. Well, let's put that here. We're going to put the Grebo card off to the side so we don't need to see that. And then we'll put our little questions over here. I'm going to start to get in my system. It's always good to have a little system. Okay, and we're going to move these off to the side. I guess I could turn or cut this out. Hope maybe I will cut this out. But okay, those will be off to the side. So then we don't have to worry about that. You guys don't have to see that. You don't have to see that. Okay, so we've got that. I think I'm going to leave this here. I feel like we've got the information we needed. And now this goes to chapter 2. So that's all the information we're going to get out of this. So let's put this over here. And so it's kind of interesting the way these things work. When I do playthroughs like this, I'm always putting, everything out in a way where I make it sure that you can see everything and you can understand the game flow. I put things that are not necessary that I can reach off the screen, but I'm kind of doing that in real time because this is not a game that I could set up ahead of time, right? So we're kind of learning a little system together and how to best to do this. Let's take a look now. Have a little tea. I do love my tea. Okay, so now it looks like we're looking out this window, right? 13 is out the window. Although it's not really. So this is 9. We're looking at this person here in the window. There's someone down here. Boy, this place is certainly overgrown. There's plants and ivy all over it. There's missing shingles. Really a wreck. This is all boarded up and stuff. Looks like some kind of ghost or something over here. And then there's another symbol. So let's gather our cards from this so we don't forget anything. So number 9, we've already got. Oh, that's her. We've already pulled that. Now we're going to get 7, right? And we're going to get 5. Okay. And we've got the X symbol. And we want to make sure there's nothing else hiding here. Dilapidated. Maybe we need these characters. Okay, so X is the other symbol, but that looks like it's a little Grebo card. So we're going to add that card to Grebo's stack here, and we'll be able to look at that in the conclusion phase. Okay, well, you better believe we're going to look at this ghost first, even though it makes more logical sense to gather information about all the characters, but come on. You're like, ah, yes. And who are you? Yes, yes, yes. And who's the ghost? No, you're asking about the ghost first, so we're doing that. Spooky little ghost. And the ghost, well, we've opened a can of worms, is looking in, and it looks like 2 people are fighting in there. 7, this is the other person, and 11, now we have that person's identity as well. Okay, so let's take a look at that as well. Okay, so the ghost looks like they've got their hand up, like leaning on this tree. They look a lot like they're just watching what's happening. Of course, this is a little dark in the foreground, and it's lighter in the background. So I wonder if this ghost is like can't come out at night, or can't come out in the day. It's staying in the shadow. But there's also this here, sort of a little Blair Witch action going on, where there's like this little thing. It seems to be keeping you from, maybe it's keeping the ghost from entering the yard area. That's like some kind of talisman or something. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, let's take a look and see who number 7 is. Although I guess we should get 4 and 11 as well. I've got 11. There's 4. Okay. Okay, so 7. Let's take a look at 9 actually. Let's find out. Let's finish the room up we started with. Okay, 9. Okay, now we've got 11 as well. I mean, the yard is a wreck. It's old overgrown bike here, book bags, lots of bikes, a lot of bikes. So do the kids come here and get captured or killed or something, the neighborhood kids? That car, I'm not sure the car looks as if it's been here or not. They're holding something. Looks like almost like dynamite or maybe spray paint as well. That looks like maybe it could be red spray paint. There's blue spray paint here. This person's 11. We've already got that. Let's take a look at this. Let's start laying these off to the side and we can refer to them again. Okay, we've got the same eye colors. So this is the mother or the grandmother. That's obviously going to be passed down the eyes to each generation. The house looks, there's some activity going back here. Yeah, they've got a green can of spray paint, I think. So we've got 6 as well. And we've got this symbol, which is this symbol here. And then we've got question 3. Okay, let's not get carried away here. Okay, we've got 6, question 3. Okay. So there's a pointing finger, and there was a stay back. But they've got, they're pointing. They've got red. So that's interesting. What's happening here? The spray paint, I mean, are they enemy spray paints? Where did I see? She's got green and she's inside. It's hard to tell. Okay, so let's take a look. Oh, this is another grebo. You see this? So this goes for afterwards. So we can't learn about that now. But we can see who 7 is, probably Grandma. Oh, I don't know why I keep thinking this is going to show us who this is. This kid looks a bit scared, actually. A little nervous, very young. I mean, look at all the book bags and bikes. Yeah, that's definitely a red can of spray paint, blue, and then the other person in the background, green. So let's... There's the gates. Okay, so this car has doors open, but it looks... Oh, the headlights are on. Okay, this is actually nighttime. That's important. Because look, you can see the headlights I'm seeing now here. There's lights here, a lot of spider webs. Some blue paint here as well. Man, look, there's another bike there. Okay, so hopefully you don't lose your Frisbee in this house, this neighbor's house. Okay, we can look a little closer here. You see there's a little eyeball symbol. So 7, we can take a little bit of a closer look at that. So let's do that. Okay, this is, I guess, this paper that's sitting there out of this book bag. Okay, yeah, so this is spray paint. We've got the red spray paint has to go here. The green spray paint goes here. Yellow spray paint goes here. This is a bedroom. Blue spray paint goes here. Okay, this bedroom with the green bedspread and the blue on the wall already. So here's something else to notice, actually, is that this symbol in blue probably is this symbol here, meaning the symbol did not get completed. So probably something happened that stopped everybody from completing their symbols. There's 2 people on the stairwells here, on the stairwell. She's got green spray paint, so she's probably going in this way. He's supposed to do the spray paint in here. And, you know, is this symbol, it's got a little crown. Take a look at her symbols real fast. We do, okay, that's like the X-Men symbol, but it doesn't have, it's going off the side, so I don't think that's that. Okay. Checking on our symbols. So these are definitely locations that are supposed to be tagged. So probably important locations in the house that are supposed to be tagged. Okay, well, we already understand the spray paint situation. Okay, let's add that to our tableau, our little tableau system. Okay. Okay, let's take a look at question 3. Or do we get to see these? That's a good question. That's a good question about a question. Yeah, reread each question and give your final answers. Okay, yes, so we get to see these. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and take a look. That's good. Although, interestingly, like, we have this question and this thing. That's very odd. Okay, in addition, now I've gotten a little paranoid here. Where did I find this one? It was, yeah, take card 1. Yeah, these 2 match up and become this symbol. Okay. In addition to the planks nailed across the front, what else should the teens have not broken on the mansion door? Okay, so the teens broke something on the mansion door. So let's just take a look and see. You can't really see the mansion door there. We see broken up door. And here, we don't know. We're not sure yet. Let's get a little more information. What's 6? 6 is her, or that foyer. Someone else in the house. Okay, so now we have this symbol. So green this here, which is that doorway. Okay. So it looks like that symbol was placed properly, if that purple symbol is supposed to be the green thing. Okay. We're not quite sure what's going on here. Is this person dressed like a ghost because there are They are a ghost, they're a bad guy, they're a good guy, they're just festive. Not really sure. Again, very overgrown house, dusty, dirty, dingy. And there's a body right there. I can see a pair of legs and feet. Very hard to see. But we should also kind of see if we can see this outfit anywhere as well. Interesting there. Okay. Okay. 10. We get to see card number 10. Okay, but let's just catch up a little bit and do 4, which was, where do we see 4? The fight in there. Again, really young kid. I wonder if all these bikes are from the kids. No, they definitely look overgrown. I don't know. Painting up the face in a like, maybe that's like a runic thing as well. Question is this, it looks to be this. So there's supposed to be red there, which is him. And he's pointing at her, not at this, which is where he's supposed to go. And these two are kind of having a little talk or whatever. Okay, we can look in closer. We got this purple symbol here again. Closer to on 4. Okay. 4. Okay, here we go. We've got a bike. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 kids. And we've got a green symbol. Okay, so each of these symbols has to be this symbol in their color. We've got the green symbol in that color, meaning that this was correct. And probably all the other symbols. No, they're different because they're supposed to do this symbol in blue, I believe. Okay, so he's got a crown on, this person here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm trying to see who this is because it looks kind of like this person, but the shoes are not the same. This person has blue shoes on, but they are wearing a jacket and a shirt color just like this person. This person is this person quite clearly. This person is not present in this picture. Okay, this is a very important picture. Let's leave it here. Okay, now 10. Where was 10? How do we get 10? Yes, this guy. Oh, from his. Oh, this is. Oh, that's awesome. We're looking through the holes in the mask, and we can see 2. Very hard to see. It looks like someone kicking in the door, maybe. And then this person is... Okay, this is this person here. It's this girl in the white shirt and blue jeans. They're not pictured here, I don't think. Interesting. So 2 and 6. We're going through this pretty quick and we're going to be... Okay, 6 we've already got somewhere. It's this. Okay, that's what they're seeing. Okay, so this person is looking at this, is just doing a little cross, because if you went the other way, I guess. Okay, let's take a look at this person. Other than that, there's nothing else really to note. I can't really see what that is. Okay, this person, again, I don't believe they're pictured here. So I kind of wonder if the people coming in, if this is the... So this might be the good guys or the bad guys. I don't know. They're wearing some kind of green grass and stuff on their head. Did I look at 3? Oh, no, I have 3 yet to look at. Okay. Okay. And 8 now. Okay, so this symbol is supposed to be here, which it does look like it's there. It does look like there's a second person there. It's hard to see. Okay, let's take a look at 8. Okay, a little magic happening here. Okay, so we're in this room with the blue on the wall. It looks like some kind of cracking, interdimensional cracking. It's a problem this time of year. Let's look under the, this is some blue, maybe it's pants or it's blue goop. Not sure. Oh, they're looking at the window. Oh, I see, okay. So, these two pictures, this person was doing the blue spray paint on the wall, but before they could finish it, they've been yanked into this portal by the eyeball nonsense, which is here. The evil of the house has pulled them into the house, and they've dropped their cap, which is this person here, has dropped their cap and their spray paint on the ground, and they're being pulled in. So that's interesting. They're unaware that this is happening. Okay, so we kind of see what's happening here. Any other, yeah, we've got some other cards here. So let's just, okay, so 15, 1, we've got that already. So let's go get 15. Okay. Interesting. Oh, okay. So these are the portals. These are the areas that are supposed to have the rune put on them, right? The ward, the rune, the glyph. I would imagine that's the case, right? Because these probably all link up to different parts of the house. This is where she is. Okay, so my guess is this is on the wrong wall. So what was the question? What happened to the owner of the cap? He gets pulled into the evil of the house. In addition to the planks nailed across the front, what else should the teens have not broken on the mansion door? Okay, so we don't know that yet. Okay, so we can see the various places, and now we see this. But this person who is there looks very naughty, is underneath the piano, which I don't see the piano one here. So that's interesting. Where are they in the house? Okay, so this person, we can see this already. This is another person. So this is a little confusing here, this picture, because these three together, this is going up the stairwell, right? And this person here is doing a little kicky. It looks like here. The foot is up in the air. But this person is looking at someone on the ground. Oh, I just see now they've got a flashlight, doing the old flashlight under the chin trick. But where is 8? 8 is in this room. And something is on the, I don't know what that is. It's a camera. It looks like a Polaroid camera, I think. So the question is this woman, is she, grandma here, is she bringing these kids here to help her to ward off the evil of the house? Have they stumbled here on Halloween night and they've got some things going on? Are they sort of the guardians? Now, he could be pointing, like, look in the house to her, like, look at, so, because there's something weird happening here on the stairs. Like, this guy is falling or something. It's hard to tell. And in this picture, he's looking at someone on the ground who looks like they're wearing the same thing. So it's a very strange vantage point. Okay, let's take a look at 3. 12. That's his point of view. Let's look at that, actually, first. What is 3 from? That's hers. Okay, we're in the different part of the house. Yeah, this kid is... Oh, okay, I see. He's coming out. Okay, now we've got the picture. He's coming out of the room that is adjacent to this room. Okay, so he's coming out of this room. And he's like, boo. He's scaring this kid who is not pictured, I don't believe. And they're falling down the stairs, which is what we're seeing here. And that's what we're seeing here as well. Okay, so they're scaring this kid. And he's falling down the stairs. Silver handle, which I'm just remembering we saw that silver handle earlier. He's got a can of spray paint. Looks like it's yellow. So he's supposed to be marking the store. Oh, so he comes. Oh, he's putting this symbol here, and he's been scared. He's missing the circle. This kid scares him, and he goes down the stairs before he can finish the symbol. Okay, so this kid did not finish his symbol. This kid did not finish their symbol. She's boarding up the house. So this symbol and these two symbols did not get done. Where's the other one downstairs? Green looks like it's good. Excuse me again. Boy, I just had a big dinner. Sorry, that's very impolite. But I don't see this symbol being completed here. Oh, and look at that. Looky loo. This one. It's another look at it afterwards. Another Grebo card. Well, when we come out of our vision, we can see all that, but not before we answer the questions. Okay. We can look at this picture here. So 12 zoomed in. See that? There's little pictures on. The picture. We're going to get question number 2. Okay. Here's this symbol. Okay, this is a picture of the front of the house. See? Same exact thing. See that? This piece and this piece are the same. So they broke the front door. He's holding a bat of some kind. And this kid, her, a different set of kids than this set of kids here. So these kids broke the door open and they've gone into the house, like they obviously care about each other, and they've all entered the house to do spray paint things. This kid is this kid. Okay, they break the front door, they go into the house in an attempt to spray paint, and they each have their own role to do, right? These other kids are stopping them. So this is dark. So it's kind of hard to tell which kid this is, and he's wearing this on his head. He's got ripped jeans. He's probably, excuse me, maybe this kid here. That seems like a, so there's two, yes, because here, this girl, she's painted up and she's probably stopping one of these other kids. She's this girl here. So this girl's probably the one that she's looking at. Let's take a look at that. 3. It's interesting that they would break this. If they're here to mark the place up, why would they have broken that? So what else would they not have? They shouldn't have broken this rune here. Okay, so this kid we haven't seen yet. He's got lipstick that he's painting himself up with. Here's the girl that's hiding that we saw in this other image. Boy, this gets to be a bit, sorry, I should have moved that up. Let's get rid of this for a moment. And let's move these all so they're a little more visible. He has this lipstick. He's in this place here. We can see her hiding underneath there. She's one of the naughty kids. This kid is definitely that kid. So this is the group of jerks. The jerk group. So she is not pictured here. So maybe she took this picture. That's probably her camera. Maybe. It's interesting he's got a mirror. Why does he have a mirror? But she's also putting like makeup on. Oh no, she's this girl. So these two are both in this picture. So maybe it's not so simple as like the good and the bad kids. She's here. It seems like these are the 4 kids and these are the 1, 2, 3, 4 spray paints. But she is kind of stopping this kid, who seems like he's doing the right thing. So the question is are these symbols good or bad? This kid with the blue cap, white shirt, blue cap. Is it this kid? Certainly seems that way, although the cap is very dark. It does have the symbol on it, which this symbol this has a symbol as well. They definitely look naughtier, but we cannot assume that. Okay. 14. Got this kid. Okay, that's the last vision card. This is all the information we're going to get. This is green, so she's looking... This kid here is looking at the green symbol. So it looks like this plant area is this little space here, and the next space is where the plants are, and that is where... Sorry, this is the room that has the piano. So she looks like she's looking in through there at this door, which has the green markings on it. And this is the kid that is here. So he's got sort of these black jacket, brownish pants that are cuffed, and Converse. Okay, this kid is here. That's this kid. So they're costumed up in order to scare these other kids. Okay. That all makes sense, I guess. So what we're going to do here, I believe, is... Oh, we never looked at question 2. Which of these teens succeeded in becoming a member of the band? So he's falling down the stairs. She's the one that's looking out the window and trying to board it up. This kid he's the one that broke the seal. He broke the seal. So yeah, where else do we see him somewhere else in this vision? Is he? Oh yeah, because he's this kid. No, that kid has brown pants. Although he has brown pants. Okay, black jacket, brown pants. That's him. Meaning later on he puts this on and he changes sides. Okay, so he's one of these 4 kids that initially gets there, and then he puts on this ghost outfit after breaking the seal. Okay, let's just make sure, let's look through all the cards and make sure we don't have, and we've forgotten all about this ghost over here who's looking in. So let's just take a look. We've got these 3 cards. Okay, so let's just make sure we're going to go card by card. Make sure that we didn't miss anything. Okay. Make sure you guys can see that. Okay. I'm not going to fast forward through this or pause this for you guys because I'd like to, in case I see anything of note, I can just talk about it. Okay. This was this is the picture. Oh, 4. We did miss this card 4. I don't think we had 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Okay. Where is the band leader in the mansion? Okay. We have figured that out. So, okay. 7. So this like sort of wooden thing here, this ward is keeping this thing back, it seems like, that is the same symbol as that's on the amulet, which I want to make sure she's wearing the amulet, yeah. So, I mean, it seems like, sorry, I kind of got distracted there for a second. I think I got, so this girl's got on her back this symbol, but that's the same thing they've been putting on everything. Oops. These are the Grebo cards. Okay. Let me look through and make sure we didn't miss anything else. Just looking for any more ruins. Okay, so this is interesting because, like, I kind of feel like I misread this the first time around. I'm gonna leave this face up. Question 3. Okay, so I misread this the first time around, which is kind of an interesting thing when you first see this. You think, oh, what's going on here? Okay, so at first I thought these guys were in opposition. That's not actually the case. He's holding this mirror for her to put her makeup on. That's probably obvious to someone else that was looking at that, but I was used to, like, there being these sets of adversary and other, you know, well, adversary. The good kids and the bad kids, like, sort of linked up. But they are getting painted up and ready for battle, essentially, right? And she is holding the thing for her. So let's look at this. These are the 2 pictures that are important, right? So we've got these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 kids, right? And then we've got these, what looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, right? The 4 kids and the 4 kids. And now what it really looks like, because he's got the brown pants, the black coat, and the brownish hair, it's that kid. So so he's become the leader of the band, or a member of the band, I would guess. He also breaks the ruin. These 2 kids are being naughty. This kid here must be, I really kind of wish there was an easier way to, she's under the piano. These 2 kids are here, right? So 1, 2, 3. This, so who's actually getting sucked into the vortex? Oh, interesting. So this kid that's going into the vortex, is one of the bad kids. So she actually did, this is her can of spray paint, and then she's boarding the house up. It actually looks like she might have painted this as well. So this, one of the bad kids looks like he got sucked up in there. Not sure what, she's just shown up and it's kind of too late. So this girl's got green. Is that right? No. This girl, yeah, this girl's got green. She succeeds in putting that on the wall. So she's good. The kid with the red is supposed to put it in this area, in this room. But my guess is he's not going to be successful. Yeah, we can see the green. He didn't succeed in getting his yellow, right? He got scared by this other kid. So the green is up. Who had the green? She had the green. She actually succeeded. And she's in the hallway. So she succeeded when he comes out. So it looks like, let's take a look here. So is this a question what is Raven? I mean, this is what's so weird about this. I wonder if this is not what I was supposed to take. It certainly seems that way. This is a weird thing, like, is this gonna be for later? So let's take a look here, because this seems weird. It seems like it's making that symbol, right? But I guess this and this probably don't make that symbol. So we're gonna set this aside for a minute and try to just figure out if there's another symbol that makes more sense. Is there another one? So there is this, but it's not a full, that's not a full symbol, right? Oh, I see. Okay, so that was probably an error on my part, because I think what's supposed to happen is we're supposed to have a picture that completes this. So I did do that, which was this. Where is it? This. So this created the rune here. So these runes will have to be created in different ways. Okay. So that was a little mistake, I guess, on my part. I thought that these two, when I read the rules, it seemed like if you got the full, complete rune, then we would have been, then we could take it. So, yeah, so I made an error here. That's an incomplete rune. I just kind of thought you would put the two together like you had it, but you have to be able to see it. So that's a complete rune. So, okay, so that was a bit of a mistake on my part. My guess is we'll be able to look at this stuff later. Okay, so got a pretty good idea of what's happening here. Let's take a little look here at the questions. So we can go back through this. We're not getting into the conclusion phase, not the conclusion, the questions phase. So we did introduction, vision, questions, conclusion. Okay. The moment you hold the cap in your hand. Okay, so this 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's put the questions in order. Okay. What happened to the owner of the cap? Well, he got sucked into the house. See you later, buddy. Which of these seeds succeeded in becoming a member of the band? Okay, so it was this kid. He broke the seal on the door, and then when he went into the house, he put on the burlap sack and was scaring the other kids. Okay, so he's definitely a bad guy now. And in fact, we can count up, as I did like several times here to make sure we had... Okay, this kid was in the foyer with the ghost thing. These two kids were putting their makeup on here. This kid was getting sucked into the portal. This girl's underneath the whatever, so that means that this kid must have been the kid with the green thing on his head that was hard to tell the colors of his, because it's dark. So that must be this kid because it's dark. That's why it looks so much darker. Okay, so we've figured out where everybody is, and they've got the crown. Maybe that there's a crown on that. Maybe that's like whatever the evil society is. Okay, so he succeeded in becoming that. Okay, in addition to the planks nailed across the front, what else should the teens not have broken on the mansion door? Okay, is this symbol. We know that. And where is the band leader in the mansion? Okay, we know he's the ghost. Okay. Well, this is band leader. I mean, he's the band leader. I mean, he's definitely this kid. He's got the same shoes, cuffs, same color pants, jacket, and from the other side we can see here's what's interesting, actually. We don't ever see what happens to this kid. In fact, he kind of looks like that kid. Boy, this is getting very confusing. This is the one that's a little more strange here. But this kid here I mean, he definitely breaks the front door. He's holding the bat, and he's breaking the front door. But the thing is, it does look like it's this kid. Where's the red supposed to be? That's supposed to be in this room that we don't ever see get tagged. His sneakers are not Converse, though. So maybe he is one more kid. That is a bit strange. Well, it does say which of these teens succeeded. So yeah, it's definitely this kid. This kid's getting scared. She's looking out the window, and she's standing in the hallway getting spooked. And she succeeded in putting the thing. So, I mean, that's clearly who it is. But it's just a little question is like, 1, 2, 3 is the thing. She's under the thing. He's under the thing. Yeah, so, I mean, this kid is in the picture. But it's weird that he's the leader, and he's also here. So that's the part that's odd. So he succeeded in becoming a member of the band, but he's also the leader of the band? Oh, okay, no, that's actually... Okay, so I'm reading this just a little differently because these kids look so similar. This kid is this kid. Because he does not have Converse. So he just looks very similar. Okay, so this kid breaks this, becomes a member of the band, and then this guy is the leader of the band because they have a very similar look. Okay, I think that's it. Is that maddening? Have you been watching me try to figure this thing out that seems so obvious? All right, we're going to go to the questions, I think, because I think we kind of got it. So I read these, and what happens next? Okay, so we're going to go and look at the back of the book. Chapter 1. Okay, so let's do this so we don't actually see anything else. Right up here, okay. The owner of the cap was caught by the shadow. Okay, well, we got sucked into the house by that energy. We got that. The girl with the green spray paint. Whoa. Because she's the only one to... The girl with the green spray paint because she's the only one to... Because she's the only one... Okay, that's a weird little... She's the only one who finished her graffiti of the gang's symbol. Half is on the wall in the piano room and the other half on the open door in the hall. So this was the enemy symbol. I see. Okay, well that makes sense, I guess, from that. So this was their thing. That's very strange. I guess if the shadow was taking this kid, then that they were the good kids? This one, in addition to the planks nailed across the front, what else should the teens not have broken on the man's door? The symbol, protection symbol, we said that. And where is the leader of the band? He's in the hall disguised in rags with a bag over his head. He's recognized by his shoes, which are different from the others. So I kind of had it a bit wrong, maybe. And I'm still not, honestly, completely sold. So these kids seemed like they were the bad kids. They were doing this. But if they were the bad kids, then why would the house have pulled them in? So these kids... She finished her graffiti of the gang's symbol. So this symbol here was not going to be the, this symbol is going to be the gang symbol. So this was their paperwork saying, hey, this is where we have to put our gang symbol. I thought these were like kind of more ruins. So we'll probably learn a little more about that. Okay, well, that is the first part, except we've got the conclusion phase. So let's take a look at this. We're going to flip these all back. We're going to do a little neaten up of this stuff. And we're going to take a look at Grebo's stuff. So I'm still not quite sure. It seemed like those guys were protecting the house. But maybe that's the opposite. It's kind of interesting, the idea of like, which ones are the good guys? Okay. So Grebo's paw just reminding us This is the kitty cat. There's Grebo. Okay. I see. So we get to do this now. So we're going to get to look at these symbols. In my vision, I saw something shiny on the ground here. Okay. That's interesting because I did notice that this picture had something glinting on it. Yeah. Right there. Which is interesting. So that's probably the X card. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay. So we now have this full symbol, which I've laid out to be quick. And it's this symbol here. Okay. This broken object looks extremely old. Keep it safe. It will surely be useful later on. Place it on one of the spaces in the photo gallery. Okay. So this goes into our photo gallery. So we did find that. By the way, we got... We got 3 out of 4 right. So we got 1 wrong. Make a little note of that. 3 out of 4 right. They say that you should... now let's also just take a look. Okay, this is just her in the future looking, so there's nothing hidden there. They say you're supposed to cross the little cat symbols out, but you know that's craziness to draw on your booklet. Okay, so this is done. I don't think I need that anymore. Next Grebo item is just this. Okay, Alice Cliff. This vision helped me learn more about my aunt. Okay, this is an aunt, not a grandmother. Mom's sister. She no longer had the strength to protect the mansion from this strange shadow. Does this have something to do with my power, I wonder? I'm going to go ahead and say yes, that it absolutely does have something to do with your power. I really like this little mechanism here. That you get to put these little, and then you have that information. Okay. And last little Grebo card is this. And it is that symbol. Here. Okay. There was a strange object in the ground in the greenhouse. I wonder if it's still there. Yes. It is absolutely still there. We don't need these. Why is this bizarre gadget lying here? It doesn't look like anything. It doesn't look anything like the lights used by the teenagers you saw in the vision. The answer to this mystery might lie in another chapter. When you're ready, you can continue the adventure by starting the next chapter. So this actually was the thing that I thought might have been the camera. So it's here. Okay. Interesting. So again, I'm a little kind of jury checked out here on some of these people. So mostly this does seem kind of like you're just flowing along with the pictures. I'm gonna hang on to that. I don't think we need this anymore. Yeah. So that was part 1 in about an hour there, so hour and 10. Yeah, we're gonna move on to the next vision, I think. Maybe will join me here for the next vision. Well, that was kind of fun, interesting, a little bit like that Perspectives games. I quite like that game as well. But we'll see. We'll see how it turns out to see whether I enjoy it or not. So we'll have to join me in the next one. For now, I gotta roll.